Total War Pharaoh, a title that promised grandeur, historical depth, and the ultimate Bronze Age experience, yet delivers a hodgepodge of inaccuracies and clunky mechanics. From the moment you enter the Pharaoh's court, something feels off. This should be a place of tradition and divine rule, but instead, we're treated to a Disney farce. Court decorum gone, historical reverence nowhere to be found. What should have been regal and immersive is instead a bland comedy skit. For a game boasting historical authenticity, this is weak. The Egyptian factions are a tangled mess, presenting a lineup of so-called pharaohs who weren't even alive at the same time. Some rulers were separated by over 100 years. Some chosen leaders are barely historical blips, included at the expense of more renowned personas. With so many actual rulers available, why did the developers cobble together this historical Frankenstein? Then there's the Greeks. We know who ruled the Aegean during this time, but instead of real kings and rulers, the developers go mythological. But not in Egypt or anywhere else. Inexplicably naming city-states after mythical heroes, it's just lazy. And the Assyrians? They're added as a secondary faction, while Canaan, a backwater region at the time, gets first faction honors. How is that reasonable creative assembly? This game is about the Bronze Age collapse, yet you fumble one of the civilizations that actually survived it. Baffling. Gameplay depth and faction variety are just for show. On the surface, there's plenty of choice, but most factions feel copy-pasted with minor tweaks. The game bombards you with so many buffs, debuffs, bonuses, penalties, that strategy takes a back seat to endless micromanagement. Instead of meaningful depth, the developers pile on complexity until the experience grinds to a halt. Within 45 minutes, it becomes so convoluted, so needlessly grindy, that all sense of fun is lost. Total War Pharaoh could have been a shining jewel in historical strategy, but instead crumbles under poor design and baffling choices. A total waste of a total war.